All right, so good night, everyone. And I just want to start tonight's video by saying thank you. Today, I made my first goal of 1,000 subscribers, and I am humbled. I am very appreciative of the fact that you all decided to subscribe to the page and be on this journey with me as we understand the in and outs of Trinidad and Tobago football and see what we could do as a fan base to really improve it or get back to at least where it was years ago. I will do a more in-depth appreciation post probably tomorrow or sometime this week, but I really didn't want to miss the opportunity to say thanks. So again, continue to like, share, and subscribe, and let's continue to learn about our football and learn how to make it better by looking at some other examples even throughout the Caribbean. I started following a little bit more of Jamaica football, and I know that there are a lot of Jamaicans that follow my page also. So thank you, and let's just work together so that we could improve the football in the region. But anyways, on to today's video. The TTFA has finally dropped the 26-man squad for the two upcoming games, the two upcoming World Cup qualifiers, where we go to Bermuda and play Bermuda on October the 10th, and then we head to Curaçao to play Curaçao on October the 14th. Two away games. We all know where we stand based on the last window. We have 1 point out of 6. We are currently third in our group, and it is vitally important. It is the campaign swings on this window and us getting maximum points. So with that being said, I always like to encourage you, if you know any of the footballers, or if you have them on Instagram, if you have them on Facebook, just shoot them a little message, let them know that you're supporting them, because they're going into hostile environments, they're going to play away from home. It might be a little bit intimidating for them. Let them know that you are supporting them, let them know that you have their backs. We looking, we proud, we supporting the team. So just want to say that because I continue to do that all the time for the players as much as I could. I'm not going to post the 26-man squad because I know by now everybody would have seen it. It's posted all over social media. Sometimes it's difficult for me, especially during the week, to do a video as soon as it drops because, well, obviously I work and then when I come home, most people who know me know that I have a little 2-year-old daughter, and it's be a little trouble to really pull away for a little while to make a video when she wants to take up my time, and not gonna lie, that's my priority. So I spend my time there. But now that I do have the time, I want to really go through it and see and talk a little bit about some of the things I think could play a factor in the next two games. So I have this squad here on my next phone, and I'm just reading through the players. We have Wayne Fredericks II. We have Dante Sealy, who is in fantastic form. Again, I call him our Iron Robin because he seems to have one leg and the opposition seems to not be able to stop him. And I mean, Iron Robin was out in Holland, he Dutch based, and Dante Sealy spent a couple of years in Holland also, so definitely seen some striking similarities there. Justin Obiku has been having a pretty decent season with his club Lincoln City in EFL 1, which is third division in the English leagues. So I think he scored, I don't think it was last week, probably week before, but he's doing pretty okay. Justin Garcia, Shiggy, I honestly want to think that he would start. He is playing consistently out there in Vietnam now. After his first game where he got a red card for some stupid play, he settled down and he started playing pretty good football across there. So he is playing regularly, and I think he could start. Andrew Rampersad plays for Halifax. I have some reservations about him sometimes because I think he plays a little bit too much defensive minded. He plays the ball back a lot and plays the ball laterally a lot. However, there are times that he does show up. So I want to go on record to say that I do see him in some of the games, but I think we need a little bit more consistency. So if we have other players, I would prefer to see that over Andrew Rampersad than that's just me. Rio Cardines obviously has fantastic work rate. He plays at a high level, and I think he should start. I think he should be on the team. Funny enough, and I'll probably get to it one time, Darren Payne is available, and Darren Payne is eligible to play for us, and they both play the same position. Darren Payne plays first division football in Holland, so he may have a bit of an advantage over Rio Cardines at this point, but that doesn't mean that Rio Cardines can't play in another position because he's a very versatile player. Just on a side note, I saw Darren Payne posting on social media some pics about Trinidad, so I hope that he made the trip to Miami and that he isn't left behind. But I think all should be well. I think that's sorted out. Real Gil. If you look at the previous video that I did today, I think Real Gil should start. That is my opinion, unpopular as it may seem. Real Gil has scored in his last 2 games, and no offense to Bermuda, but Bermuda has players in 4th and 5th division in England. Again, still not a walkovers because they scored against Curaçao, something we couldn't do. But I think if ever we had a chance to try something and to use his versatility, because he could play both sides of the field, he could play on top, he could give Dante Celia a run on the left, he could give Levi a chance on one of the wings. So look at my previous video, and I went into some detailed explanation why I think he should start. So let me know your thoughts on that. Jabari St. Hilaire. Also, I would say Jabari Bryce. Those are our 2 local-based goalkeepers who played, one for Central and one for Defence Force, who made it to the Caribbean Cup. I know we like to talk about depth in our goalkeepers, but these 2 probably had to make it because the TTFA doesn't have the league running, so we don't have access to the other goalkeepers right now because our coach says that he wants people who are playing. So those 2 are there. I think they are good goalkeepers. Let me say that also. I think they are good goalkeepers. I think that if given the chance, they will do well. But and this would bring me to the other player, Denzel Smith. I think Denzel Smith would start. He has been doing pretty okay for AV Alta, and we have seen him before. He has the experience, he is commanding. So I think Denzel Smith would start, but those 2 are good backups for him. Noah Powder is currently playing football with Westchester, and he himself is doing okay. His club, not so much, but he's playing football, and that is what the coach said he's looking for, right? Kylie Overy, Columbus Crew 2, and he's gained some minutes. He isn't regular, isn't consistently playing with them, but he is getting some time. So I definitely think that him being in and around the squad will be well. Will do him a world of good. Would give him that exposure it would add to his resume. So I just wish him all the best. Isaiah Lee. Every single time I see his name on a list, I question how and why. How, I think we all know at this point, and I've said it time and time again, so I'm really not afraid to say it. This is a Kieran Edwards decision. He is on the team because Kieran Edwards says he has to be on the team. We like to refer to, remember he scored that one goal against Cuba. Try and tell me how many months ago that was. But he's there. Malik Khan. I'm telling you, when I saw his name on the list, I almost cried because I've been clamoring for months. As this list came out, people started messaging me, hey, all the begging that you're doing, all the highlighting that you're doing for him, all the pleading that you're doing for him, finally get him on the team. Yeah, because he deserves to be there. You cannot be the under 17, under 19 captain, under 20 captain. You can't be the youngest player for W Connection when W Connection was a very strong team under Jack Warner and Stuart Charles Furphy, I think he was the coach, coming on playing for the senior team when he's 16, well, the W Connection senior team, and then all of a sudden drop off. Angus Eve said he's a prodigy player, and then all of a sudden just drop off. I don't know who he fell out of favor with, but I've been watching him play at AS Trenton, and telling you, he is a quality player. I know right now, I personally am putting a lot of pressure on him by just saying these things, and I need to temper my expectation because nobody could just walk onto a team and star out. But give him a little time and you will see what I'm talking about. I'm hoping he gets to show up and show off in these 2 games. I really hope so, because right now he's in some pretty good form. So again, congratulations, Malik Khan. I have another player in mind who I will have to clamor a little bit about to make sure he makes it also, because I don't know why he's not there as yet. But I'll get to that point just now. I spoke about Jabari Bryce. I spoke about Darren Payne. Kobe Henry is back, and deservedly so. He had 2 good games. Young player, Real Salt Lake. Made it onto the team. Did fantastic in the first game against Curaçao. Had a little bit of a struggle in 1 or 2 areas. But we know that was probably because we didn't have our full midfield against Jamaica. But I think he definitely should be starting on this team also. Jereen Jackie. Jereen Jackie is a player who plays in 4th Division Portugal. And at first, I really wasn't sure who he was, so I had to do some research and get some information. And he is listed as a defender, but he played as a defensive midfielder for Presentation College when it was in Intercol. And again, there were a couple of videos where he was touted as one of the better players, one of the players who, if he continued, could have cemented his spot there. I don't know how he got to 4th Division in Portugal. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there with that, but the quality of the player still remains. He's still a good player. So I think once he's given an opportunity, as he got a little opportunity, he was able to handle himself. So I think he will really kind of grow into the team, and just looking forward for good things from him. Josiah Trimmingham, captain of Moby in JPL. I think right now they're on top of the table. He is a no-nonsense defender. He a little bit clumsy on the ball sometimes, if we be honest. But again, being a stocky player, he is really a presence that people should be intimidating people so that they don't come into him. And he is a player who doesn't really pass it with the kind of finesse that it probably needs. But he's a boots out player. Get it out of here and let people run onto it and see what they could do up top. I really don't mind that at some points. So I think Josiah Trimmingham could still be on the team. I'm not sure if he would start knowing that Shiggy is there now, but he could definitely be in and around that team. Andrew Raymond, thankfully he is back. I think he was injured. He got an injury, and that's when Noah Powder had to fill in for him, which he did. He did well. But I keep telling everybody, once Andrew Raymond is there, Andrew Raymond is healthy, that is Andrew Raymond's spot. So I think he will be there. Stephen Yates, a nice little creative midfielder. He should get some playing time also. I don't think he will start, to be quite honest, but I could see him getting some playing time. Daniel Phillips, the Rock, the monster, has to start. It is what it is. He is that type of player. He is, again, I love to compare him to Gattuso. He is the one who gets in there, breaks up the play, extremely strong, likes throwing his body around, and sometimes you need a player like that to let the opposition know that, hey, we here too. So, I mean, just be careful with the yellow cards. And please, and on that note, please somebody need TTFA. Oh God, monitor the damn cards now. That is basic. So, really looking forward to see him playing also. And Natty James, impact player for Trinidad and Tobago. And I'm glad that he's there. He's not getting a lot of time with his club, to be quite honest. I want to kind of talk a little bit about that because remember earlier I mentioned that there's a player I want to start clamoring for. Michael Poon Angueron, however I pronounce it. He is on the same team with Nathaniel James. He is playing 90 minutes every single week. Every highlight that you see, when they score a goal, he is in the build-up play. He is the defensive mid. He is doing that work. He is supposed to be in and around this team also. I'm not saying that he would start on the team, but I am saying that he should make at least the 26-man squad because he consistently does the work and he is respected in his position. I mentioned in a group today, if Nathaniel James is here, he should be here. I'm not saying that he should replace Nathaniel James, but I'm just saying if it's a standard that the coach is using, people who are playing, then he should be there because he's playing 90 minutes every week. So I will have to start clamoring for him now because, well, I see Molikan is on the team, so I had to start clamoring for him, right? Kevin Molino. Again, I always have my reservations about Kevin Molino, but I will say that he is coming. He's looking good. He is looking good as the captain right now. Even when you see the local teams play, he is still a cut above the rest. And I do believe that Molikan will work well with him, because I really think Molikan should be starting also. Again, that's just my opinion. But Kevin Molino, his leadership is required, and I really had to bite my tongue where I said that he can't make 90 minutes because he seems to be making it. I don't know at the highest level, but again, as always, prove me wrong, Kevin Molino, and do your thing and make us proud. Levi Garcia. Levi Garcia has been bagging them in Russia. I don't know sometimes exactly what is going on for Trinidad and Tobago. But what I would say is that for Russia, for that team, Spartak Moscow, I think. Yeah, I don't know why I'm kind of drawing a blank at this moment, but I think it's Spartak Moscow. He is typically a winger. And go back to my previous video, that is one of the reasons why also I think Real Gil should start over Tyrese Spicer, because Real Gil, with his versatility, allows Levi Garcia to get a chance to really come in from the wing, whereas we are just right now only playing him as an out-and-out striker on top, and he's sometimes struggling a little bit in that role. Ryan Telfer is playing for Halifax. I don't think I've heard too much about him this season. I think he has like a couple goals. I don't think he will get much playing time, if I be quite honest. But he always, when he gets an opportunity, he makes the best of it. So really glad to see him in and around the team also. And Tyrese Spicer has been doing well for Orlando City, and he's a speedy player who loves to play on the left. And unfortunately, we saw that Curaçao did their homework and they actually shut him down the first game because he really didn't have much or anywhere to go, because he unfortunately lacks a little bit of flair that could take him out of certain situations. But I know that he will definitely play, and he is a very good player also. He plays at a high level, he plays in the MLS, and looking forward to see him on the field, because I know that he has a lot to contribute to the team also, whether it be in assists, whether it be in cutting in and scoring. We know that he could do that also. So I am pretty confident that we could get 6 points in this window. I think we should be looking to increase goal difference against Bermuda. Firstly, obviously, make sure we get a clean sheet and try to bag some goals, because even if we're thinking about second place, goal difference could be a factor, and we need to get goals and put ourselves in a positive goal difference. So there's just my thoughts on the squad. Again, look at my previous video, because I really had a little conversation about Real Gil versus Tyrese Spicer, who should start against Bermuda, because again, no disrespect to Bermuda, but they are the team that we are expected to get 3 points against, and I am hoping also we could get 3 goals, and then we go into a dogfight with Curaçao, who, as far as I understand, at least one of their top players, Chung, I think, I can't even pronounce his name properly, I think he won't be there, so we need to definitely go across there and get a result, get a positive result, 3 points. And so I think it could be done. I do like this team. I don't see Joven Jones. I don't see Alvin Jones. Maybe we moving forward and dropping off some of the older players. I think we all could collectively breathe a sigh of relief. We don't see Daniel Hospitalis on this team. I know that some people like Daniel Hospitalis. I personally think that he is more of a liability when he is with the team. And I think once we use the strategies properly, because we don't want to be too predictable, we have seen Dante Sealy switch sides. Obviously, we know Levi likes to come off from the wings and started running in. We know Molikan could play box to box. We know, so we have some little things that we could do and make the game exciting. So tell me your thoughts. As always, let's talk in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. Again, thank you for allowing me to reach 1,000 subscribers, my first goal. Let's continue pushing on. My next goal is 2,000 subscribers. And as always, let's talk in the comments, because I'm really looking forward to hearing your thoughts on this squad, and who do you think should be our starting lineups. I kind of gave some of my thoughts in between, so who do you really think should be our starting lineups? As always, let's talk. Enjoy it.